call the meeting to order at 6:03. And now we're in previous minutes. So September, we're gonna table to next month.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that we can have them typed up.
And I haven't yet been able to get access to my town government because I
Okay.
need to talk to them tomorrow evening because I keep coming by and nobody's there. And I fill out the town website.
they have limited
chat.
hours.
And I fill out the town like
Yeah.
little contact the folks thing. And I didn't hear anything, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
What does she need to talk to? Is that Eloise?
Eloise or James. But if you go in and they're not there, then I would find on the website, find James's direct email.
Okay.
And email him because I think he'll be more responsive. So October minutes. Let's just take a quick minute to go look at them.
Yeah, let me know if you want anything changed.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute. You put the address. I'm good.
All right. Looks good to me. Any questions?
Nope.
All right. So I will move to accept the October minutes as submitted.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. October minutes accepted as submitted unanimously. And we will move on to the director's report.
All right. So we have one new page that's been hired. Caitlin Datula. She is a sophomore at AMSA.
Oh, okay.
Maybe starting tomorrow. The accountant was on vacation, so she wasn't able to. She just got back today. She wasn't able to sign the payroll
I-9 thing,
approval
yeah.
and then whatever she has to do today. So unless she does it tomorrow morning, Paige will be starting on Monday. But within the next week, she'll be starting.
Nice.
I have one more person that I reached out to for an interview for the second open position. So hopefully make that decision within a week or two and get them hired by beginning of next year. But,
It's a process.
It's
hopefully,
a long process.
It is a
to be town
process, yeah.
employee.
these
I
poor
know it.
teenagers. I'm like, you have to go get a physical.
'Cause they're new.
and get an OBRA.
So with
What?
you,
Yeah.
so with my daughter was gonna be a page, and then so I asked the town, and because they're a minor, they do not have to get another physical. They just have to show their current physical.
Oh yeah, she did that.
So
but
okay, yeah, you don't have to go.
Yeah.
You just have to get
Yeah.
your current physical, just like you turn into school for sports.
right,
Yeah.
right.
You don't have
Yeah.
to get another
As long
one.
as it's within that time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're getting there. Getting there. We have our new printers installed.
Yeah, that's great.
They have been
It's tested, it
working. They're nice. They don't fall apart when you open them. I love it.
Awesome.
Was that able to come out of the hardware budget
Yes.
you talked about?
Oh,
Yep.
good.
So that'll
Okay.
count towards our materials.
Nice.
Materials. That's just a-
Materials expenditure requirement. CM Geeks also looked at the phones. He said it should be easy peasy. He just has to be in contact with CW Mars because they have to unlock the port on the router or whatever to let the line in. But
Okay, sounds
once
good.
they get that through, again, we're getting there. One step closer.
Good job.
He also looked at the wires for possible recabling. He said we're probably fine. They look fine. And if we're planning on doing any
Right.
sort of renovation soon, we can just build that into the
Yeah.
cost of the renovation.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice.
He doesn't think they're bad enough that we need to hurry into doing it anytime soon.
Okay. Well, that's good.
So don't have to worry about that too
Right.
much. The website, that's been Discovery Layer.
Ooh.
It's chugging along with CW Mars. They're planning on launching it March 4th. There's plenty of trainings coming up. There's a CW Mars meeting today where they gave a little demo of what they've been working on with it. It looks wonderful, easy to use. So we will see. There's also inklings of the town having the town website redesigned.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
So we might get 2 new websites.
Wow.
Who knows? That's the early stages. I have no idea anything about it. But
Yeah.
Well,
Top
that's an
secret.
exciting top secret thing.
For our public
I need a
meeting.
person to design it.
Yes.
It's definitely needed.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
The website is so antiquated.
Yeah.
It's awful. It'd be a welcome change, I think.
Mm-hmm.
For
I think
everybody.
many people will be happy
Yeah.
with that.
We had a friends meeting on the 25th. We talked about after the book sale, and October was membership renewal month. There's just over $6,000 in their account, which is pretty good for a small little group. They do have concerns about an aging group and slowing participation. So
When do they hold their regular meeting?
Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Yes. So we are brainstorming some ways for them to.
So we need a more compatible friends meeting.
Outreach.
Yeah,
outreach
probably
and-
some
I
kind of a
would
flyer to make it.
I would,
no?
talk to Sarah too, because she's got like the younger
Yeah.
new moms that are involved in the library.
Yeah.
I
so
feel
they're
like
coming-
maybe
yeah.
Sarah could do like a little survey. What kind of programs do you want to see having at the library?
That
and
would be
like,
part of the survey that we do for the
And-
strategic planning.
well, just like in terms of like the friends group, like to try to get them interested in the friends group. Like Sarah should.
I think most people
Maybe have like
know.
a little, or we should have a couple informational sessions. Maybe like with Sarah, one with you about what it means to be a friend of the library.
So I literally didn't know what a library friend was until I went to graduate school. So like I
That's
don't
what
blame
I think. There's
people.
a lot of people that just don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they do. They do fundraising.
I think that's
But I don't even
and then
know
they
who
do
they
like
are.
holiday like holiday wreaths or arrangements or kind
Yeah.
of sprucing the place
Sponsor
up. They decorate
things
things. They do the garden
Yeah.
planting.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
And the,
Yeah.
like the bulbs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know.
Things
who they
that we
were.
don't necessarily have room in our budget for that
Yeah.
aren't
That extra
a
special
necessity,
touch.
but would be greatly appreciated.
Oh,
We'll
sure.
go to
Yeah.
friends and
Sure.
say, can we do
Like
this?
when they do the garden tour and the book sales, that all goes to help fund programs that
I
we
love the garden tour.
Nice.
because we don't always get grants for some of the programs.
Right.
MBLC subscribes to the American Library Association's like, e-learning platform for the state of Massachusetts. So I'm gonna pull together some of the resources that they have for friends. They have like friends, trustees,
Nice.
what's the other one? Foundations, librarians, anybody
What's it called
associated with a library. It is.
Is it the Mass Library?
MBLC.
MBLC
yeah.
subscribes to the ALA e-learning
Excuse me.
platform. But so I'm going to pull some of that information together for them and try to get them to watch a webinar or two or read a short paper. And
I subscribe to the
Give 'em
friends
some
list
ideas.
on like all the email lists just to see.
is it active?
Kind of get there's a bit of discussion here and there about who like what kinds of programs are appropriate to fund or what things the friends typically contribute money to, whether because it wouldn't be like things that would be in the library's budget.
Do you mean you subscribe to the local friends list or like a listserv?
Oh, just the list
Like
or
the CW Mars?
just
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
I don't know
MBLC
about
listserv.
anything about how they
Yeah.
communicate in the friends
Yeah.
group here. But
Yeah.
all the CW Mars folks being like, oh, you know, is it for programming? Is it for fundraising and giving for the library's own discretion, or like all kinds of budget things, I guess. But it's kind of neat to see how everybody else makes their sausage, you know.
Yes. Hopefully we can get them a little revitalized. And that's, I mean, every friend group everywhere is facing the same kind of
Yeah.
volunteers are hard to get.
Yep. For sure.
Annual meeting for MLS was on November 6th. It was not exciting, but it was good to go to. We talked about the budget, updates for the next year. They're trying to pass a bill in the state to get ebooks and e-audiobooks cheaper for libraries.
That would be amazing.
It would
That'd be
be.
great.
It's going to be a hard fight. There were similar bills in Maryland was voted or deemed unconstitutional because because it infringes on copyright. MBLC says they've changed the language of this one to not
So
be
they're
against
workshopping it,
copyright.
yeah.
The lawyer from the Publishers Association says no, you haven't. So we will see. And of course, book challenges.
Speaking of book challenges, where was that? Did you see that email?
School committee.
No. Hold on. Who did it come from? Came from the town clerk. And she sent it.
Oh, did she just send it to you?
She sent it to me and Kristen.
Oh,
Would you mind forwarding it?
is it the guy looking for
This-
information about?
Yes.
Yes. It was going around the
I don't know if
director's listserv. It's not a
it's not
he-
required.
No, it is. It's a
Okay.
It's a FOIA act. It's a FOIA request basically. He's looking for information about any challenges that have been made to the library for book
Oh,
bans, book challenges. He's just compiling a list because there's ALA puts out the statistics, but not anything specific about where and who and what. So he's making a list of all challenges in Massachusetts for whatever titles at whatever library, whatever school.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why she sent it to you, but we don't have any.
I was going to say,
I was
I was
gonna
going to
say, do you
ask
have
you.
any?
That was going to be my next
You
question.
can forward it to me if you want, and I can
Okay.
respond to him. Yeah, it's nothing.
I was going to ask you if we had any.
No, nothing yet. Knock on wood.
You wrote up that thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and that is on the website.
Okay.
So
I thought you did.
Oh, okay.
What's the name of that document? It was the
there's the collection development policy and
Yeah.
then the request for reconsideration form.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, two separate things, but
And
related.
it's the CW Mars email, yes?
My email?
Yeah.
Yeah. VDB at CW Mars.
Okay. I had two because I think I had
Oh,
yours
'cause
from
my-
when you emailed
yeah.
your resume. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
weird.
then you should have that now. I just forwarded it
Wonderful.
to you.
It's gonna be
And
slow,
it came
but-
from this guy emailed the town clerk, and then she emailed
Got it.
me and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Would you mind sending that to me?
it's just a request.
Yeah.
He just wants her to send
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
collections.
nothing-
It's
there's
not.
nothing-
I shouldn't have even gotten it. She
Yeah.
should have gotten
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. It should not go to the trustees. But
Right.
I mean, it's whatever. I think it literally just says, "Have you had any book bans?"
Yeah,
Right.
this says this is a request under Massachusetts Public Records Law, and it lists the chapter and
Yeah.
section for any responsive documents and communications concerning book challenges in your municipality's library services and schools. So,
Yeah.
and it's a guy from Mass Transparency. All right.
Also for meetings, on November 9th, Sarah went to it was a webinar, a free webinar hosted by somebody from Brooklyn Public Library, I think, about refreshing story times, keeping them entertaining, educational, fun. She said it was good and helpful, so
Nice.
hopefully we'll be able to do some new things with story time.
Good.
And she's also forwarded information about another program coming up about like collection development for children's collections, how to navigate all of the children's book publishers and
Nice.
how you pick titles because there's so many of them.
There are so many titles.
Right.
So that one
It's
isn't,
nice that all the information is
yeah,
out there, though.
yeah. That one isn't free, but
Oh.
it's about $300. So I wanted to bring it up with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be worth it for this one-time
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
have a like mic. I just wanted to check because we're
Yeah.
doing all those programs out of the state aid account too, so it will be a little high from our state aid account this year, but I think it is worth it. Unless you guys have any
really think
objections.
Professional development is really important.
Yeah,
I was
I
just
know.
gonna say, I
I
think
think
that's
that's
an
an
important
excellent
thing.
idea.
You
Yeah.
know that, and you said, like you said, there's like tons of authors and books and all of that out there that navigating it would definitely be
Yeah.
an important thing to know.
I
Yeah.
think it also
How
would be
best, I
good,
should say.
yeah, because it'd be especially good because that way she'll get some good language for understanding how to explain why you might select what you want to. So
Yeah.
Right.
showing like collection development as being like a deliberate process and not just
Right.
What she feels like getting.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
So that way,
yeah.
if somebody challenges something, then you can say, "Oh, we got this because blah 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 blah," and so it might prepare
Yeah.
the library for anything too.
Yeah.
Do you want a formal vote to
That's up to you guys.
approve appointing monies from?
Was
We're
it
taking it from
The
state aid.
The Ligmeg.
State aid.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, from Ligmeg for Sarah to attend this conference,
Webinar?
seminar, webinar,
It is. It's in person.
in person
yeah,
seminar.
yeah.
Okay. I vote in favor of appointing monies from Ligmeg for Sarah to attend.
I second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right.
Official.
Let her know.
So you can just say the trustees unanimously voted to appoint monies from Ligmeg, LIG/MEG.
LIGME.
Yeah, there's a slash between the LIG MEG
slash.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
for Sarah to attend the collection development seminar.
Forget the exact name, but that's the general gist of it.
A professional development seminar.
Yes.
But we don't have to, it doesn't have to be so specific. We can say professional development seminar.
Wonderful.
Do we know when that is?
December something.
December something?
It's a
Just
Monday in
curious.
December.
Oh, no, that's okay. It was just kind of, if you knew, that was fine.
Yeah, I want to say the 4th. But,
Okay. And where is it? Do you know?
it is in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay,
Southern
so
New
not too
Hampshire.
bad.
Yeah, not too bad.
Nice.
Nice. That'll be nice.
Yes.
Is it just her going, or are you gonna go with her?
It'll probably just be her.
Okay.
Like she's got that covered.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that the first in-person kind of professional development thing she's got to do? Since you've been
in my
here?
recent memory, yes.
Cool.
Wow. Good for her.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Wonderful. All right. Programming. Back in October, I think it was the day of or the day after or something, our last meeting, but we had the Lizzie Borden presentation. I thought he was excellent.
He was. He was. It was really good.
Things. 17 people there. He does virtual virtual presentations too. So, considering how popular it was, I think in the future we might consider that. Don't have to pay the transportation fee in that case, so
Mm.
it'll be good. And then maybe more people can join in from home.
Yeah.
I just wish, because I think I heard that one of the family members was there,
Yes.
and I kind of wish that he had like introduced them.
Yeah, he sat in the back. don't
I
know
wonder
if
if
he
they
wanted to-
didn't want to be on the spot.
Yeah.
Well,
Or-
but they came.
They came and they
Yeah.
were wearing a, I think he was in the military and he had his uniform on with his name patch.
It just would have
and
been
I was-
neat to, you know, he was kind of like hidden in the back in a way, and
Yeah.
it just would have been nice, you know.
Well, I think he probably just didn't want the
Yeah.
attention to be on him. Like the focus would have been
Yeah.
on like the
Yeah.
presentation versus.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I just,
Yeah,
I don't know, I
it
just
was
thought it would
very
be
cool.
neat. Yeah,
Yeah.
like even at the end or something, you know, that just would have been neat. But maybe he didn't feel like it that day or something. I don't know. No, but it was really cool though. I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, and he does other ones about like the history of Irish in New England that I think would be locally
Mm.
relevant and interesting.
Yeah.
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 Do it whenever. It doesn't have to be a spooky October.
Yeah.
No, that was fun.
Yeah, it was. Yesterday we had the body bomb workshop. We ended up with 14 registered on registered day of.
Nice.
12 people showed up, and then
Oh.
I took one of the spots. So there were 13 people that participated in the end.
Nice.
And the cap for the class was 15. So
Nice.
it was very good. And
That is good.
everybody seemed to enjoy it. We got a
Very
lot
good.
of positive feedback.
Very good.
Excellent.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And also making body bomb is very easy.
Nice.
But you never would have done it on your own, so
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
maybe we should have like another one.
you
Yeah.
should do another one.
Adults.
Yeah. There you go. Good time.
Well, there was a lot of adults there.
Was it?
Yeah.
The email newsletter made it seem like it was because I was totally gonna go with my kid, but then it was like made it seem like it was just
Oh, really?
more teen oriented.
I got that impression too. Like I thought maybe I don't know,
we
maybe
were
there's
trying
language
to
to be
kind
like,
of hope that more teens.
Yeah.
is,
And I love that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's hard to attract.
I just think it's great that you're starting to do,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I
Bring
love
more
a
in. This
craft.
is great.
Yeah.
You know,
Wonderful. We have our sing along coming up December 2nd. And then the Lord's Flower Workshop happening
Which I'm
again.
gonna register.
I'm actually going to do it this
ASAP.
time because
oh, that's those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I
That's
registered for
wonderful.
the last one and I didn't pick up my kit.
Oh.
Oh my God.
It was that person.
I was
Oh.
like waiting and waiting. If I'd known there was one left over, I would have come get it.
But we have
Probably
plenty.
still there.
Right?
We will have plenty this time. So.
Excellent.
And this is just the extra funds that we had to spend from the grant. So it's
Perfect.
not costing us anything. It's just fulfilling the
Excellent.
requirement.
Very good.
And then our stats. So we've been doing a lot of cleanup for our catalog, clearing the shelves to make room for new things, and also just going through finding long lost items. Items that have been marked as so missing means we looked for it on the shelf, somebody placed a hold request on it, and we couldn't find it in here. And lost means somebody checked it out, never brought it back.
So I want to know how long it is until you delete that book.
Usually not very long.
I think it's, yeah.
We did decide anything pretty much pre-pandemic.
Oh,
We're kind
yeah,
of giving
yeah, yeah.
everybody a pass. Because either things have been missing since 2005, and
Right.
who knows where that person is, and we're never getting that book
They
back.
might be at that address anymore.
Yeah, or if things got lost in the beginning of the pandemic. Nobody needs to be chased down for something they lost in March of 2020. So we're forgiving those fines that we were never going to collect in the first place. Nobody was coming back to pay that.
Do we do fines here?
So
For lost items.
yeah.
Oh,
so not
okay.
not fines.
To, like-
they call it different.
To like
bills
kind of
for the lost
replacement,
item.
an item
Yeah,
replacement
replacement
fee.
fee.
Because I
Yeah.
think what we talk about at Holy Cross is like that those are not just for getting a new book, but also like the time and effort of
time,
recataloging and
Right.
relabeling. So it isn't just,
Yeah.
you know, there's more than just like, well, like, oh, I could have gotten you in a $6 copy on Amazon. But like, well, it's like more than that.
Yeah, it costs us
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
get it and all that. So with that, obviously we have a lot of deleted items this month, and also probably next month we will see I don't know, semi-significant drop in how many patrons we have, because a lot of those lost items, once we delete them and clear the fines from their records, if the account has been expired for over 2 years, they'll get deleted in the next purge that CW Mars does. So, just more
Interesting.
accurately reflect what we have in our catalog and who's actually using the library. Other than that, stats are pretty good for the month. I don't know why we had so many signups, new patrons this month.
a good thing.
but I'm not complaining about it. That's
awesome,
I'm not sure
right?
where that.
No,
usually
that's
we
great.
can kind of attribute it to a new apartment complex got built or the school
Right.
came to visit, but who
If
knows?
somebody registered again after they got purged from the system.
Yeah, it could also be that. Yeah.
Could be that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
I
good.
had a question from Clinton. They are trying to make an official snow closure policy. So they reached out and asked what we did. My understanding was that if the town offices are closed, we'll usually close too, or if
That makes
we
sense.
feel like
Yeah.
people don't need to risk driving on the roads,
Right.
they're still pretty bad, we might close regardless of the town offices. That
Yeah.
was my understanding. And then they asked if the trustees were involved at all, or
I think that safety is the number one option,
Right.
and I don't think there needs to be a rule that says when you can or can't close. It's your discretion.
Okay.
Absolutely your judgment.
Yeah.
that's kind of what I thought. Just
Yeah. No.
I mean,
Because otherwise you have to contact everybody first thing in the
Right.
morning and
Yeah.
ask.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, you're significant distance away, but you could call Karen.
Yeah,
Or
that's what
and I mean,
Sam's pretty close to.
yeah, but
But
you
Karen's
could.
living down the street. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could call and say, "Hey, what does it look like in Berlin? Are you comfortable opening?"
Yeah.
And if they are, fine. And if
Right.
they're not, then you be closed.
Well, that could be something that you could add to the website, maybe.
Yeah, it would hopefully be something we could update easily. Can we update the answering machine at all? Is that something you could do
I'll
from
have to-
home?
Yeah.
Oh, I
that
don't
might
know.
be-
I'll have to reach out to TPX,
One
the
thing
phone provider, and ask
For
them.
hourly workers, some workplaces, maybe if the town offices are closed, I would check and see, do they still get paid for that
Yeah, so if
scheduled shift?
if somebody's scheduled and we close for the snow day, they still get paid.
Okay, sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
They get paid for the hours they were
I
scheduled
think
to
you
work.
can't go wrong being careful, really.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they were just
Yeah.
asking like how much.
It sounds like they're
mean,
checking for
yeah.
support.
If you're
Yeah.
afraid to be on the road,
Right.
no one's gonna
That's
be
what I-
coming
I
out
was-
to get a book. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like before the snow comes, that's when you're gonna be busy. Everybody's gonna get books
Right,
to hunker
right,
down.
right.
No one's gonna be like, oh, look at the snow. I think I'm gonna take a ride to the
That's
library.
what I said. Of course, I think libraries are an essential service. Maybe not so essential that we
we
need
have
to risk our lives to
Yeah.
go get
Virtual
our
offerings
books. Yeah.
exist, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So for the phones, like I know, like with our phone at the farm, like if I dial our own phone number, it gets me into the voicemail service, and from there I can change the greeting. So I could say we're closed because of the weather. So I don't know if that's
Yeah.
something you can
Right.
do,
I'll
or
have
if
to
you can find out if that's something you can
Yeah.
do. That you could do remotely, just so that if somebody wants to call and see, because in the morning maybe it's treacherous, but by noon the roads are clear
Yeah.
and everybody's
Right.
out.
Yeah, we're in a weird
Maybe
time
they can
opening
call
up.
and see, and it could
You
just
can
be on the
open late
voicemail
or something.
Like today, whatever day
Right.
we're closed
Yeah.
for the snow. And
Yeah, I would
you
think
know,
both
feel
school and
and I
town
would
offices,
see
maybe.
if they can, if you can leave an email in the voicemail, so that if like they have a patron has a question, they could email you.
Yeah. Also, if somebody leaves a voicemail, the voicemail gets forwarded to my email.
Oh,
So
great.
Oh,
I
nice.
can always respond to them from there, but that's
Perfect.
if they leave a voicemail.
Yeah, yeah,
And I know Sarah is good about emailing if like a program is canceled or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I can always have her put it on Facebook too.
Do you have an email list for patrons?
She has the people who signed up for the newsletter.
Mhm.
We don't have a central list.
It seems like a bit much, yeah.
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 It's a
Well,
privacy
sometimes you
thing.
can do those bulk. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, she
Yeah.
could. She could do it to the people that received the newsletter. She could
Yeah.
send out a thing that says we're closed. We can put it on the Facebook page and Instagram page.
I kind of think the Facebook and the Instagram are probably enough because
Yeah.
if people want to know, it
Right.
comes right up if
Yeah.
they Google it
Yeah.
pretty
I don't think
quickly.
there's too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know we have a big snow day blizzard. I just get a bunch of emails in my inbox that everyone is like close, 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 close. I'm like, yes, I know, it's fine.
No, I was just curious. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, wasn't trying to cause trouble.
The last thing that came in between me sending this report and today, I sent a request to Kristen for the highway department. She has stated that she's the middleman. No more requests directly to highway department. But we need our outside lights fixed. I don't know if you guys noticed when we were walking in. Two of them are
pretty dark.
getting
Dark,
pretty
yeah.
dim.
Uh-huh.
And I mentioned that I think even with those fixed, it's maybe not going to be bright enough. We might want to add a basic like floodlight just to the porch. Because when I left yesterday, I had to take my phone flashlight out. And
That's not
boy.
acceptable.
Yeah, I was
good.
like,
Did you
no.
specifically
Yes.
say that to
Yeah.
Kristen?
Oh,
Yeah.
we definitely need to
Did you
remain
talk to her or
accessible
leave
that
a
way.
message?
I just sent an email today. I mean,
Okay.
It was a day. There was a lot of meetings today, so
Perfect.
I'll follow up tomorrow if I don't hear
Yeah.
anything from her.
Because that'd be a
but-
huge liability. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah,
it's- And I mean, I'm
exactly.
sure
That's the
I
key
don't
word
think
right
it'll be a
there.
huge
Yeah.
debate, but I was like, we need
Well, it's
we need
not.
first the lights fixed, and
Right,
then
right.
It's
see
not
how
that
it
I
is.
think that she'll say no. It's just how fast they're
Yeah.
making it
Yeah.
over here.
no,
You
no,
know.
I definitely tried to highlight.
And we
how-
want to get it done before the snow
Right.
flies,
Yeah.
and they get even
Right.
more busy.
Yes.
Yes.
So we will try to get that fixed. I
So
was
is
like,
it-
I don't know if the moon was just not out yesterday, or
I
what, but it was
Yep.
pitch dark. I, was
I
like,
would
oh,
say, if you haven't heard back by
Yeah.
Friday, then Monday.
God. Yeah.
You
No,
definitely
I'm gonna-
reach out and tell them, like,
top
especially
of
where it
my
gets so
list.
dark so early.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, ooh, it's scary out here. But I think just a simple bright light on the front would be. As long as people can see the stairs. That's
Right?
what I want.
I know.
I don't
Yeah.
want anybody falling down the stairs.
No.
Right. Definitely.
So from recently, you said the highway department handles all the snow and removal and
Yes.
all the everything outside. I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
do the
handle all the
raking and the
maintenance.
mowing.
But yeah.
Yeah. Plowing.
But
There was,
Kristen's the one we have to ask.
there
Right.
was salt, I think, on the walkway this morning. So
Yeah.
Oh,
they
good.
are they're on it.
Yes.
And they
Because it snowed last night. My kids lost their minds.
I know. I
They're
was like,
so excited.
I was excited too.
So was I. I love it.
and the highway department has contracted with a cleaning service, Morris Cleaning Service out of Fitchburg. So the cleaning service is now maintaining the library. So
Excellent.
hopefully the highway department will be a little bit less stressed from
Yeah.
the hours they got to devote here a week, and
That's awesome.
they can focus on the things that they're really supposed to be focusing on.
Like fixing our lights.
Yes, yes. That is my report.
Very good.
Does anybody
Thank you
have
very
any
much.
questions, comments, or concerns? I will move to accept it as submitted.
I will second.
All in
Say,
favor?
Yay.
Yay! All right.
Yay.
Director's report accepted as submitted unanimously. On to the financials.
All right, I'll try to keep this brief. There are a couple things to note.
Oh, it's all good.
Overall, we are still on track with our spending. You might notice, if you look under July for services, I moved the $3,305 fee for CW Mars Network fee up there, where originally it was out of state aid. I got a, who that is?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm the cleaner.
Hi.
We started the first floor.
The first floor? Is that downstairs?
I think so.
Oh, you're starting on the first floor?
Yes, I started cleaning
Okay.
the first floor.
All right, wonderful.
Thank
Ironic,
you.
we just
Thank
discussed
you.
the cleaner.
I guess they're working on Tuesdays. I thought it was Wednesdays, but I guess it's Tuesdays.
Okay.
So the network
We just
fee.
discussed the cleaner.
So I had in October I got an expenditure ledger from the accountant for expenses through September to compare our accounts, make sure everything was on track. They had taken it out of our expense account instead of state aid, which I had requested.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, it won't affect anything. I'll just take an equivalent amount of bills out of state aid, and it'll balance, because it's not gonna make us spend things that we weren't gonna buy before, and it's, you know,
Right.
it'll balance out. But that is why that's there. But we got another one at the budget meeting today, another ledger, and they did it again with the $372 for Sally Ride. So that one I am having them move back because I can't. Now it's just going to become a problem with me knowing where money is and isn't.
Totally.
Yeah, you
So
need to keep that.
I'm gonna get in contact with them and make sure things are coming out of where I'm asking them to come out of.
Right.
Again, end of the day, it won't affect anything except for my sanity. But
No, but it is important
Yes.
to have it coming out of the
I'm
right
sure seeing that
place.
at first you're like,
yeah, I was like, why? This is so. Otherwise, everything else is
Yeah.
in check. Everything's lining up. So that is
Excellent.
good.
Excellent. Good.
And our state aid was certified.
yay.
So that all of my forms were done correctly.
Excellent.
First time
That's
around.
no small thing. It's a big deal.
And there was a pretty big, a decent increase in the amount of state aid that
Oh, great.
was available this year.
Oh.
Last year was 16 million. This year was 17.6. So
So that's for the whole state across the whole libraries.
for all public libraries. So we saw a first payment of $3,970.29. I don't know what we got last year, but I believe that is more.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So we should see a little bit more overall this year, which is good. And they are requesting more from the state next year. I think they're trying to get it up to
Sweet.
20 million.
Nice.
So that's always
That's
good.
awesome.
And it's budget season. We had the budget kickoff meeting today. So I'm going to start that, which will be, I don't think it'll be difficult, but maybe a little bit complicated. Basically what it boils down to is we are going to see a smaller request for salaries because obviously Bob made more than I did and I made more than Sam did, or Sam does. So overall our salaries will be lower. And they want
Is this coming from the town that there are projections or
No, that's what
That's
yeah.
yeah. They are starting with just giving everybody a 2% cost of living increase, and then once all the budgets have been submitted and they see where they're at, then they'll look at if anybody's getting a step increase. But we do still need to hit our appropriation requirement to remain certified for state aid. So with the decrease in salaries, we'll have, or wages, we'll have to increase our expense request. Based on the quick math I did today, which might be a little bit off, but we're gonna have to go up to about 38,000 for expenses. But our appropriation requirement is gonna be, it's based on the last 3 years, the average of the last 3 years plus a 2.5% increase. So we will need to have at least $170,437 appropriated, which is actually less than what we got this year. So I think overall, even though we'll be asking for more from the expense, it won't matter, I hope. But not to make it too complicated, but that also means because our appropriations will be about the same this year and last year, our expense requirement will be about the same. 32,000 for expenses on materials, which means we will have about $5,000 extra that we can spend on not materials, which will be very good. I'm hoping we could do the CW Mars out of our expense account next year and maybe leave our state aid account alone for a little bit, let it sit.
Because that just rolls over.
Yeah, that rolls over year after year. That's all ours. The town can't touch it.
Nice.
They get the interest, but we get the big amounts. But along with that, I think we will be able to add lines for programming and
That'd be good.
I like that. Yeah,
workshops
I
and
think
things.
good.
So we won't have to have conversations about it.
Well, it's just great to
When
be able to
somebody
say
wants
yes.
to go to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, again, I don't know exactly how much we'll have, but a couple hundred for programs that if we don't have cultural council grants for, we can take out of our budget without worrying about it. Then a couple hundred for conference fees, like the ALA conference or the PLA one or things like that.
That'll be
Which will
good.
be good.
Yeah.
A little wiggle room that we won't have to worry about.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yep.
And the final thing is the Finance Committee requested a 5-year outlook for non-capital expenses and staffing changes. The only staffing things I put were like page turnovers. And this was, they requested in October to be submitted by November 10th. So it was like a really quick little, not like, I don't think it's a committed thing.
It's like you can't be wrong, you're just going to project.
Yeah, they just want a general idea of where expenses will be going. So some of the other projects identified were getting accessibility software for our computers, replacing our lounge chairs. So I know the friends tried to refresh them, but they are peeling.
Yeah.
And at the end of the 5 years, probably replacing our computers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing major. A couple $1,000s here and there. So that's it. We'll see if they say anything about it. But they just want to plan their next 5 years.
Surprise-
in case,
surprises.
Get an
if
idea.
there's anything huge.
Yep.
So anything we have that's not is going to be like at end of life anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, our computers are.
So
I don't know how old
capital
they are,
stuff only count. Is that just how big does it have to be capital?
Is it 10,000?
Okay.
I think it's 10,000. I'd have to double check, but it's capital projects are like one-time big expenses.
Oh, it's the one-timeness of it all. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not like things that you can use up like a chair.
Yeah, no, they're like big projects.
Nice.
Yeah. That's all I have for finances.
Any other questions?
No.
All right, I will move to accept the financial report as submitted.
I will second.
All in favor?
Yay.
Yay. All right, great. Financial report is accepted as submitted unanimously. All right. And then I don't know that we have old business.
Well, I mean, I guess the only.
Unfortunately, I didn't. My daughter took my notebook out of my bag because she needed a piece of paper and then didn't put the notebook back. So I don't have my notes from the last meeting that what I would have said we would have carried over to this one.
I think the only thing we carried over was the October minutes.
Yeah,
And
that.
we already did
Well, no,
that.
I don't think we had anything else that
Yeah.
we were
Yeah,
talking
I
about
don't
in
think we
old
had.
business.
Yeah.
I mean, the only follow up is the stuff you already mentioned, which is like we got a printer with the
Yeah.
we talked
Yeah.
about.
We talked about that. and
Yeah,
so
we
that-
talked about
Yeah, so that's all good.
And no new business. Any trustee concerns?
No,
Doing
because I
great.
asked earlier about stuff, so we're all good.
Good
Okay.
job coming up with that report.
Yes, you did awesome.
So, then our next meeting is listed as December 12th at 6 p.m. If the cleaning crew is going to be coming on Tuesdays, do we want to try to
Change it?
Move that to a different day? Is Wednesday okay? Is like the next. Do you have anything?
I can do Wednesdays. They're not great for me.
So
But-
what?
What day is better?
Any other day.
What about Monday? Okay, so traditionally the meetings are the blank.
It's
of
the
what month?
second Tuesday of the month.
Second Tuesday of the month.
Oh,
So
Okay, so
Mondays, I am the only one here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I mean,
So then you have
it's
to like
just
jump
that
up and
half
down.
hour,
Yeah.
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 Thursday. Thursday's
are
better.
Yeah. That works for everybody.
So let's
I'm just
move this
double-checking
one.
because I know we planned our rec committee meetings a certain day as well.
Oh, right.
Got to remember when it was.
Right.
Okay.
Hold on one second. So
Oh,
it's on Thursday. It looks like it's the second Thursday. So,
Okay.
I will also go check with them because I think now I've heard 3 different days that they are working.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's
yeah, they didn't send the
if
new
they're
one.
just coming in when they're available. But I'll try to get a
Yeah,
a
they didn't
solid
send out
answer
the new.
about-
They didn't send out the new rec. It's
Should
not
we,
set up like
just-
ours is.
yeah.
Okay.
Should we just
So-
keep it to Tuesday, and then if the cleaning crew says something, we can change it?
You know what though? Actually, you know what? Rec isn't usually until about 7 or 7:15. So if we meet at 6, I can just do a hop on over there.
Yeah, I would hate
So
for
I could actually pull it off.
unless we end up with one of our lovely 2-hour meetings. It's. What do you?
Do we want to say the 12th and then
We'll just leave it as it's
Okay.
scheduled for
And we'll
now,
see.
and then
Okay.
And I'll try to get an answer
if
quickly.
they
about-
come weekly, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 3 more weeks that they're coming. So
Yeah.
maybe we
I'll go
can
pop
ask
down
if
there and-
he
Yeah.
can come a different day, like that. Just that one week, the second
Yeah.
week of the month. Can he come on Wednesday instead of? I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, I'll check with them.
Then we don't have to, because I don't know how to change
Right.
the my town government. It
Well, I can't get into
automatically.
it yet, you know that?
Well, I can get into it, but it's like automatically populates the next meeting and sends the agenda as soon as
So
this
it's
meeting.
It started as very startling.
I was like you just get it the next morning.
handy,
It comes
but-
out the next morning, and it's
Yeah.
set.
I don't know who did that
automatically.
because, like I said, the rec meeting doesn't do that.
Yeah. So you can do that. That's easy to set it. I
Yes,
just don't know how to
getting
change
rid of it.
So all right. So then our next meeting will be December 12th at 6 p.m. here.
All right.
Okay. I will move to adjourn.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yay! All right. Adjourned at 6:46 p.m.